Yo guys, so Counter-Strike 2 is apparently out. There's an announcement today and I just want to speed run a lot of information because me myself as a pro player, I'm myself confused with a lot of talks that's been going on and I don't know what to true and what is not and who to believe. So I'll try to pack these informations into one video and try to go over them as soon as possible, as quickly as possible and as clearly as possible. Let's start. I will put, by the way, all the links in the description below so you can check it out yourself. And I assume all the videos that's been released together with the announcement, you already checked that. So I'm not going to go over the videos itself. So basically CS is out, or CS2 is out. And today the limited test for selected CSGO players begins as well. So I myself am not one of them, or I don't know, I didn't check yet. So let's see after the video. And during this testing period, there will be just evaluation and basically a feedback before the worldwide release, which is supposed to happen sometime in summer 2023, so in a few months probably. Yeah, let's start with the actual gameplay. And first of all, we see the responsive smokes. You probably saw the video, but you can see the GIFs here as well. The gameplay changes rapidly, and as you can see through the smokes partially while shooting, while bursting, while spraying. Also the HEs are dealing basically with the smoke in a way that it blocks it away and then it recovers into the same space. So here is how it looks here on the overpass B side. One thing I have to notice, I asked some people that actually play tested this game, and well, basically it's not like you shoot one shot into the smoke and it suddenly reveals your position. You will have to burst or spray to actually make the hole to see what's on the other side of the smoke. So it's not going to be OP in a way that you're just going to spam the bullets and look for the information or whatever. So that's one thing that is not mentioned in the videos, and this is what I got from the people that actually playtested the game over at Sydney Wolf headquarters. Next thing is that the smokes expand to fill spaces naturally. So you can see it here, it reacts to the objects around it. It creates a kind of a bulk that fills the space, whatever is near. So assume, let's say, monster smoke is going to fill up the whole tube of monster. So you have to walk through the smoke basically throughout the whole portion of monster. This is going to be interesting and fiddle with it. It was one of the concerns of the playtesters that it might be a little bit too overpowered. But generally, I like the idea that it's something different, and we'll see how it goes. And yeah. Let's move on to the reacts to lightning stuff. So lighting is obviously being improved in CS2 compared to CSGO. And you can see it also here in the Dust 2 that it reacts to the shadows, to the overall sunlight and boxes around it. Probably the agents will be able to deal with it as well. Maybe mollies will be a little bit different. I have not any confirmation on that yet. So let's move on to the actual gameplay, and that is the so-called Tickrate. So there's not going to be 64 tick, there's not going to be 128 tick, there's going to be something that is called, subtick or tickless Counter-Strike. Basically what this means is that, well, with Tickrate being gone, whatever you see is what everyone else will see on the screen as well. So there's no more client-side Counter-Strike. So it might be that the rotation of the smoke is different for one player compared to others, giving him advantage. This is not going to happen anymore. Same with shooting, precision. There's not going to be difference between matchmaking and any other game mode that going to be from third party or whatever. Basically, servers know the exact instant that motion starts, a shot is fired or a nade is thrown, and that is going to happen on all the computers that are connected to that server. So as a result, regardless of a tick rate, your moving and shooting will be equally responsive and your grenades will always land the same way. Beautiful. I think great improvement. Leveling up the world, well, this is kind of a thing that is natural when new game comes out, but there's going to be few overhauls, few overhauls of the maps, few overhauls of the lightning, visibility improvements, just upgrades to the overall gameplay. So you can see couple of examples here, long A, how it will look and how it looks now. You can see that there's major overhauls on the similar spots here in underground as well, or lower tunnels as they call it. Restroom, I really like this one. This looks really neat. I really like this one, and the bobside A. So these are some of the overpass examples. In the videos you will see Dust 2 and Mirage being played. You know, you can see some improvements there as well. I have nothing to say about it. Like, I really like general improvements when it comes to visibility and visualization and everything that comes with it. I think it improves the gameplay. It improves the quality for the viewer as well, because it's clear to know what the hell is going on the map. And yeah, those are just the visibility upgrades, but there are actual upgrades of the maps as well. These are maps that use new Source 2 lighting, including physically based rendering system that produces realistic materials, lighting, and reflections. So here we have again a couple of examples, this time on Nuke. This is how it looks right now. Bang, all the shiny A side on Nuke. Everything's really nice, everything's really pretty. I really like how smooth it is. The silos here, nothing really to complain about. Ramp as well. Let's move on to T-spawn. This is how it looks. This is how it's gonna look. And the tunnels. Let's move on to some of the minor changes, and those are so-called touchstone on the map. So those are basically the maps that the overlay and the gameplay looks really smooth, and it's working for a long time, and it's been the same basically since 1.5, CS 1.5 or whatever. So such as Dust 2, it's an example here as well. Well, it has a solid foundations. They just wanted to improve it a little bit to make it more appealing for the new players, new viewers, new people coming into the game. And you can see it in the improvements to lighting and character read. And otherwise, the layout of the map has not been changed. So here are a couple of examples. Again, I'm not going to go over all of them, but lighting is certainly a big difference here. Next up is Source 2 tools. Nothing really fancy to talk about, because this is mainly helping for the map makers to make maps better. It will improve probably the stability of the game as well as FPS and stuff like that. So I'm really glad that people do not really forget about map makers, because their job is probably really hard right now, at least from what I've heard, when it comes to, you know, Hammer tools and Valve tools and Source 1 engine. And it's good that it's being improved. Well, your items in a whole new light. This is touching on the skins and agents. So bring your entire CSGO inventory with you to CS2. Not only will keep inventory every item you've collected over the years, but they'll all benefit from Source 2 lighting and materials. In addition to supporting legacy models and finishes, all stock weapons have been upgraded with high resolution models, since some weapon finishes take advantage of these new models. Here is a showcase of multiple skins. This GIF, you know, always can be found down in the description below if you fancy skins. I don't personally care that much. I like how it looks, at least now, but I'm always up for improvements here. Lovely. Let's move on to the audio and visual effects. Actually, let's start with the visual effects. Yeah, that's going to be audio next. So high def VFX. This is really important because all the visual effects have been updated in CS2, and lighting and particle systems. There's an all new look and behavior for water, explosions, fire, smoke, muzzle flashes, bullet tracers, impact effects, and more. We could already see that on those GIFs before from Overpass when we're shooting through the smoke. The muzzles are definitely revealing your position in a bit, but you know, at the same time it looks more realistic. And one thing about water, I have a note here that water physics are insanely improved and more realistic, and this is again from the playtesters friends that I got. And basically water is moving as you run through it, so you can see the people even before they peek you. So you can you know, the water ripple on the water, the effect actually reveals the position. It's more realistic. It's definitely going to be fun to play around that. So, gameplay visuals, you can see the GIFs here. The blood itself is improved massively. It's more realistic. Not a big fan of this, honestly. I like the blood spatters, but again, we might be in a position where it might be not too family friendly to, you know, advertise or whatever. But maybe there's going to be some option to turn off the blood. I mean, at least for the advertisements purposes. Environment effects, the molly, the HE, the C4 has been all improved, while planted or not planted. You can see it on the GIF here. The flames of the mollies are, from people that I spoke with, yeah, it's like more of a yellow bluish light, and I think it's going to be pretty nicer to look at, and at the same time you don't have to fiddle with your options to see through mollies like you have to do it now. So basically it's going to be easier to see through them. UA enhancements, there are some improvements to the, actually what you see right here down here, but whenever you make a kill you have a actual visual feedback from the game, not only noticing it on the kill feed, but you see it in front of you, and therefore you don't have to wander with your eyes all over the screen to see what the hell is going on. Did I make a kill? Did I not? And it's much easier to track. Something in Valorant that they are doing apart from this is also the audio cues. So whenever you have a 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kill, 4 kill, every time it's slightly different audio for you to actually get a cue that yes, it's a confirmed kill. You don't have to shoot anymore to the body, because sometimes it happens, you're not sure if you kill someone or not. The accurate audio is reworked, rebalanced, and reverbed. CS2 sounds have been reworked to better reflect the physical environment, be more distinct, and express more game state. They have also been rebalanced for a more comfortable listening experience. This is all very welcome change or improvement, because CSGO, whatever audio card, whatever headset you use, it can be really tricky sometimes to make sure where the enemies are coming from, where the bullets are coming from. It's a little buggy, and always nice to improve these, because there's so much room for improvement actually when you compare it to the other elite games out there that are esports ready. And CSGO therefore it is esports ready, but audio has been lacking tremendously, in my opinion. And there's obviously more to come. So how do I gain access to the Counter-Strike 2 limited test? Players are selected. Wait, actually, let me read it from here. So how do I access? Players are selected based on a number of factors deemed important by the CS2 development team, including, but not limited to, recent playtime on Valve official servers, trust factor, and Steam account standing. So you got to grind at matchmaking right now probably to get into the line. How do I know if I've been selected? If you're chosen to participate in CS2 limited test, you will receive a notification on the main menu of CSGO. If you receive an invitation, select enroll and begin your download. When download is completed, launch CSGO and select the limited test option to play CS2 limited test. So basically, I've heard some people that you will get it into the inventory as a Steam code, as something different, but this is the proper answer. This is probably the confirmed one. Again, link in the description if you want to read it yourself. Just launch CSGO. If you see something is off, you're probably enrolled. How often are players added to the CS2 limited test? More players will be added to the limited test over time. Keep checking your CSGO main menu to see if you have received an invite, so just keep refreshing it, but don't expect the waves to be coming like frequently in big numbers, but definitely if you want to increase your chances, then step one was always to more playtime on Valve servers, trust factor, and Steam account standing. So yeah, last thing that I want to touch on is what features are actually in CS2 limited test. You're not going to play matchmaking, guys. So initially CS2 will be just deathmatch and unranked competitive matchmaking, and it's only going to be on Dust 2, and then it will be increased, what you can do with the CS2 limited test over time. But don't expect, getting into competitive or getting into servers and KZ and testing out stuff like that. It's going to come with time and with the feedback, and let's take this as a grace period for us to actually create or co-create a great game that can last again for 10 years or 10 plus years. And I'm really hyped for it. I hope you guys are as well. I try to be as short as possible, but at the same time informative. So I hope these things will help you a little bit oriented, because there's a lot of miscommunication and trolls spreading information what is happening right now. So see you in the next one.